Welcome back to Journey with Jen, where we talk about all things natural horsemanship. Due to a traumatic brain injury, I've been on a personal healing journey for the past 3.5 years. But exciting to say, I'm taking my horse out of retirement. Gunner is 11 years old and he hasn't been ridden in 3.5 years. And the past week, I have purchased a helmet for concussions. It's called a trauma void helmet. And that's come in, and I've done 3.5 years of groundwork with Gunner, so he should be good and ready, and I just wanted to share the experience with you all.
Okay, don't fall off.
Pre-ride bribe. That's hard to say. Pre-ride bribe. Pre-flight check. This is highly recommended to have your horse do a few little exercises like backing up, bending left and right. And in this way, I find out ahead of time before I'm on his back if there's anything wrong with my tack, or if he's not emotionally calm, or if he's unresponsive or not mentally connected to me yet. And I want to know this before I get on his back. Before I mount up, I want to make sure that I'm calm, grounded, and connected to my horse as well. Prior to putting a leg over, I did stand up in the stirrups a few times, which is not recorded here. At the beginning of every ride, I always do my pre-flight checks mounted as well. So here, Gunner's asked to bend right and left. Here he gets a little confused and moved his feet too. But I just keep asking until he gives his head. There he goes, stopped his feet. Gunner's being very calm and relaxed. He's chewing on the bit, his ears are moving, his head isn't up and his eyes aren't big. He's blinking and calm. Shifting my weight here just to make sure that he's still calm with movement, and he gives me the thumbs up that he's good to go. When Gunner gets a little unsure of himself, he does stop involuntarily. When he does this, I just remain calm and give him a second, and then I just ask him to move forward again. In this way, if I don't get stiff and reactive and I stay patient, then he just works through it. And this way I'm supporting him emotionally. This ride took about 15 minutes. All I'm going to do today is ask for a couple of stops, right-hand turns, left-hand turns, and a few steps back. I want to use my weight here before I use the reins and be really conscientious of my releases and be really obvious with my releases to give him big rewards when he does what I ask. You'll notice his tail is pretty relaxed. You'll see tension in the tail quite often first. What I felt during this ride was that his stomach would tighten up a little bit, and then he would stay tight, his stride would get a little shorter, and then he'd lift his back. And these are my warning signs that he may try to crow hop or stop again, that he's getting a little uncomfortable under saddle. And it's just coming from not being ridden for so long. When he was first broke, about 4 years ago, before the car accident, he would do these same patterns. Here's Onyx again, another little cat blessing. Thanks, Onyx. Had a great ride. You see the lights are on now in the breezeway, and they've started feeding the horses for the evening. And Gunner stayed connected to me during feeding, even as they walk across the arena to pick up hay. He did great. He stayed connected, he stayed relaxed, and this is just wonderful. This is exactly what I want. Here's another little barn kitty. We had lots of cats running around, and this was really great to share space with them and just enjoy being out at the barn tonight.
Here he comes, back again. It's like he's on a mission.
You'll see Gunner drop his head here and open his mouth. He's looking for release from the bit, so I do give him much release when I ask for that, but he's exploring, you know, how far down he can go with his head. He's exploring how to get complete relief from the bit, and he is learning how to carry it and actually accept the bit. So I let him keep his head down for a bit when he has the opportunity to do that, or I ask for it. But eventually I'm going to have him pick up his head on request as well. Gunner is also wearing a cavesson, which encourages him to keep his mouth closed, but he can still open his mouth a little bit. It's always a great idea to end on a great note where your horse is relaxed and connected. Gunner's responsiveness here when I ask him to back up tells me that he's connected emotionally and mentally. When I ask him to move forward, he does so relaxed.